5 minutes.
I was like, but they're walking.
Kind of give everybody the 5 minute mark, and we're coming back and kind of. Well, I know that's what I'm saying. I want to do this once, and so we need to wait for just 1 second. Yeah, one. Okay.
Hey, it's happening like whenever we're ready. So they're gathering.
What?
Yeah, it's on. It's a little loosey.
Holy shit, I hit the button. Good lord.
Mic check 1, 2.
Sorry.
3, 4, 5,
Sorry.
6, 7.
Sorry.
You're good. Good.
So, there is apparently a downtown explosion at the, let me tell you, I had it all pulled up here. The mayor has left a message on X. There's been an explosion in downtown Fort Worth this afternoon, and every Fort Worth emergency response agency is on hand responding. We will provide more information as available. My hearts and prayers are with those who are injured as we continue managing the response. I'm guessing there's going to be a presser right here. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Sends it out. We should have sound now. On my end, at least. Now, on their end, they haven't started sound yet or anything. I just made it out of the area of this incident. Oh, really, Mickey? Thank God you're okay.
So thank y'all for coming today. I know there's a lot of things that are going on, and we're trying to get this
Of course,
information
Trev.
out.
Good to see you.
Put some of the questions at ease
Was it
that
weather
are going on out
related?
there on social media. At approximately 3:32 today,
Why is there?
our alarm office received a structure fire call at the area of 810
Hold on. Let me see if I can get a
Houston
different
Street at
feed.
the Sandman Hotel here in downtown Fort Worth. Quickly after that, we got multiple calls that were coming in that there was a type of explosion. And I want to make sure that when I say explosion, we've got a lot of things that are going on social media right now that are getting a lot of people concerned. There is a smell of gas in the area, and there were windows and things that were blown outside of the structure. So right now, through our investigation, it looks like it is more of some type of gas leak. We have not confirmed that yet at this time, but I do want to make sure that everybody knows there's a smell of gas here in downtown. We're not sure if the smell of gas was caused from the explosion of the fire itself, or if that's what caused the explosion. But that's what we're looking at right now at this point in time. Within that, we did change this to also what we call a mass casualty incident, meaning we've got multiple patients. We have the ambulance down here. We've got our MCI trailers down here just to make sure that we can take care of, depending on how many patients we do have at this time. I'm being told we've got 11 patients that have been transported to local hospitals at this point in time. The incident itself has went to a second alarm. And we do have Arlington backing up here in downtown just for an added resource if need be. We've got a family assistance center for those that are trying to figure out if they've got loved ones that were involved in this case. It is set up at lot 15 at the Sundance Square parking lot at 200 Fifth Street. Again, that family assistance center is set up at 200 Fifth Street here in downtown at the Sundance Square parking lot. And we also have our emergency office set up and ready to go to help out with resources that need be. I'll open up for a few questions at this point in time.
Can you confirm any part we heard on the radio about partial collapse in the interior?
I can't confirm any of that at this point in time.
Do you know what part of the hotel it started in? Was it the restaurant?
We were getting reports that it had started in the restaurant. We do know that there was some construction that was being done down at the restaurant, but we're not 100% sure that that's where it actually started at this point in time.
Do you know if the 11 people injured were from the hotel, from inside the hotel?
We don't have that information at this time.
What do you know about the extent of any injuries?
You want to talk about the
Sure.
injuries?
So we've actually assessed 11 patients so far. One was critical, 2 had serious injuries, the rest had minor injuries. 9 of those patients so far have been transported to area hospitals. We've had a total of 9 ambulances, and as Craig said, our ambulance is here as well.
There's a couple of years ago, there was a leak in the same area. Do you think this is possibly the age of downtown, the pipes and everything could have possibly led to something like this?
We don't have any confirmation or any intuition on that part right now.
Is there any? Do you believe y'all have everybody out of the building?
We are still doing searches throughout the building. At this point in time, I can't tell you that we have done a complete search. It's a multi-story structure, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you accurate information as we go through that. But I can tell you that we are doing the search and rescue throughout the entire building at this time.
And are there any concerns about structural integrity at this point?
At this point in time, our people are going in there trying to make sure that we've got everybody out, and then we'll talk about the structural integrity, after that. But we're just trying to make sure that when we walk out of that building, we can definitively say that we've got everybody removed from that structure.
How many block radius was evacuated after the original site?
I'm not sure at that time as far as the radius evacuated.
Do you know how long the area is going to be evacuated for?
I can't give you a time on that. I can say it's going to be quite some time that we've got some stuff shut down until we can do our preliminary investigation and give you some more answers to those questions in the future. We are going to try to provide an update around every 15 minutes, even if it's just we don't have anything further at this point in time, but to try to keep you updated with the best information that we have as quickly as possible.
Is Atmos on scene, and what is their role right now?
Atmos is on scene right now. They are trying to help us with turning off different gas and stuff throughout the building and the surrounding area.
Keep in mind also the fire department has their media portal, so a lot of the info is going to come either their social media or the media portal on the FD side.
So we're not going to be doing 15 minutes every 15 minutes here at this spot.
Well, until, as far as right now goes, we will just to have everybody together in one place. And then from there, if it gets to the point to where it's going to be drug out further, we'll make that determination, let everybody know the locations and stuff at that point in time.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Craig Trogic, C-R-A-I-G. Last name is T-R-O-J-A-C-E-K. And I'm the Public Information Officer for the Fort Worth Fire Department.
Thank you. And buddy, there's a lot of police response down here right now. Can you explain why we see so many police down here?
Sure. One of the biggest things on the police presence is to set the perimeter. We want to allow Fort Worth Fire to go in there and not just see what the issue is, but make sure we save everybody and we get everybody accounted for. In order to do that, everybody wants to come to the scene and see what's going on. So police have been out here shutting off numerous blocks. We did about a 2-block radius immediately. And as we see the need, we're going to shift those or move those around. So I can't tell you exactly where we are, but it will release a 2-block radius, and that'll move as necessary. We again ask everybody that's listening and watching, please watch from your televisions. We're trying to keep this area just as safe as we possibly can.
We see Air One circling and have been for a little bit. Is that to kind of help keep the airspace closed just in case something happens?
When something happens in the heart of Fort Worth, we ask assistance from every unit and everybody. So you'll see different units that may not belong, like a gang unit. They're here to help. These are our citizens. These are our partners. And we want to bring every resource that we have to help them. Anybody else?
Is there some concern that people are still missing? I'm sorry, I just walked up.
As far as missing, Craig I'll let Craig answer that. They're asking if anybody's still missing.
So the last I'd heard, like I said, we were still doing a search of the building. At that point in time, we did talk to the hotel owner, and he sounded like there was one person that is still looking to be accounted for. I'm not sure. That's been a little bit ago. I'm not sure. We'll have a better answer for that at our next update. But the last I heard, we still had one person that wasn't accounted for.
Would that be a guest or an employer? Do you know?
I'm not sure at this time.
Were all the injured inside the hotel what happened, or any on the street?
I don't have the answer to that question right now either. Sorry.
And how many injured?
11. We have 11 patients total.
11 patients, nine
Oh,
transports.
oh, sorry.
Nine.
Nine transports.
You said one critical and how many serious?
One critical, two serious, the rest minor injuries.
And the 2 that didn't go to the hospital are just addressed on scene?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll give our Spanish media partners an opportunity to get some sound as well. During that time frame, we're going to go back and try to gather some more information. If there's any updates we can provide you with, we'll definitely give those. But we'll go ahead and take a break for now for our Spanish media partners to get the word out. Thank you, guys.
All right, so there you have it. At least 11 sent to the hospital, 1 critically in critical condition, 2 in serious, and the rest in minor condition. There is some, I haven't found any videos of anything exploding. However, I've got video of moments after. One second.
There's a cop. Look at it, something blew clean out the front door.
Yeah, that's the same. Look at the top. There's like prep line on that roof. That was. Oh,
Dude, that was a hell of an explosion.
That's where, I mean, wasn't that?
Oh, shit. Look in the parking lot. Come and look at this. It's their shit blowing all over the parking lot.
This was a moment right after. Still debris.
There's a cop. Look at it, something blew clean out the front door.
Yeah, that's the same. Look at the top. There's like prep line on that roof. That was. Oh,
Dude, that was a hell of an explosion.
that's where, I mean, wasn't that?
Oh, shit. Look in the parking lot. Come and look at this. It's their shit blowing all over the parking lot.
All right. All right. The live presser here is more of the damage that has been going on. Very sad. Very, very sad. During the press conference, they said there had been construction going on in the kitchen. They are not sure if that is related to it. They have also, another guy said that there was aging, our aging infrastructure in this country. So they were having some problems with the gas lines very close to the hotel a couple years back. So where is that? This is in Fort Worth. This is at a hotel. It's called the Sandman Signature Hotel, downtown Fort Worth. To be honest with you, I mean, it blew it to the beams. I mean, that was a very, a lot of people, not only from the explosion, but just the sheer energy that comes from an explosion can shake you internally so bad, just from the force alone can unalive you, right? Lots going on. So, this is the side and not even the front part of it. It blew the doors off. What is that? So at least 11 they're saying that is injured. They're supposed to do press conferences.
So what was it? Was it that apartment?
I mean, look at this guy. He is in his face, right? Yeah, I see a lot of people talking about the Summer Wells case in chat. Allie is or was on life support. I'm not sure if she still is on life support. I believe that they took her off, and they're saying that she could have as little as 72 hours to live. But if she does make it, that she could be never the same again. She had untreated pneumonia, and I guess the infection had went to her brain. She fell. Obviously, when you don't get oxygen with pneumonia, you get dizzy, you get up, you fall, and she apparently fell. So definitely need our prayers right now. But look at this guy right here. Like he's in bad shape. If I can make myself smaller. Very bad shape. I was picking up my daughter and we seen every ambulance leaving. It was crazy. Oh wow, Anastasia, so you're close by. A lot going on in Tulsa. I mean, look at the windows blown out of the side and the front.
Look on the other side of the street. Something out part of that building is blown out.
Yeah, blew out this.
No, on the other side on that street, there's shit blown out too.
Everybody's running back in there.
There's somebody sitting down next to the street light down here too.
Bear with me, I'm trying to. Here's another video that I'll show you guys. We're not sure if it's just a gas leak in the kitchen. There was construction in the kitchen, but they said they wasn't sure what the cause was yet.
Sí, eso, la gasolina. Gasolina.
¿Gasolina?
Ajá.
¿Pero por qué llegó el vidrio hasta acá?
Porque es muy...
¿Desde allá?
Sí. A gas line. A gas line? Yeah, and I felt it earlier as I was coming into work.
I walked right past that building.
Yeah, I literally walked into work like 5 minutes ago, and I could smell it too, but I didn't think anything of it. Wow.
¿De ahí se reventó todo?
Sí, todo.
I mean, truthfully, lucky there was only 11. There's only 11 because this happened maybe an hour ago. This is when people are starting to really check in the hotel rooms. Usually after 3 o'clock, that's when people are starting to check in. Thankfully, it wasn't at night. That's the promising part, right? Thankfully, that uh, didn't happen.
Was it that apartment?
I think I showed this. Yeah, I believe I showed that one already.
Man, you see all the debris.
Okay, I haven't seen this one. There's a lot going on here. We're going to go to a live feed in just a moment.
You see all the debris. Goes all the way down on 8th Street. The front is stuff blown out that got it blocked from 7th to 9th is completely blocked. Fire people everywhere. Taking people off of the lower buildings there. You can see the.
All right, we're going to go to a live feed. Guess they have pushed the media back as far as they can. Downtown Fort Worth is beautiful, beautiful city. Bear with me. Yeah, with aging infrastructure and building, you remember that or not roof, that hotel collapse in, where was it? Somewhere in Florida. Was it last year? Thank you, Joan. Appreciate you. That was, oh my God, that was crazy covering that. I felt so bad for them. Let me show you what it normally looks like, and you'll be able to see the difference. This
If
is
any of
the
those loved
Sandman
ones are
Signature
gathering in that
Hotel.
location to see if
Beautiful,
they can
beautiful
meet up with people, make
building.
sure their family and friends
It's
are okay.
obviously an older building with all the aging infrastructure in the United States. Florida had the firework warehouse explosion. That one was teddy bear. I'm trying to remember. Yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all. Of course, Sweet D. You're welcome. Really don't know why they. I don't know what you're talking about, Sonia. Sorry. Look at all the people. Bear with me. I'm trying to. So the property is 61 years old. Northland Properties Corporation owns this. They are located in their headquarters is, I believe, in Vancouver, Canada. Let's see here. Roads are all blocked off. And this hey, I don't know. Is anything going on in Austin right now? Some person posted this on X just a few minutes ago. No. Something going on in Austin right now? Anyone aware? It looked hazy. Hmm. It looked hazy or something. Nothing has come across local news. Are you in Austin? Oh. The president's there. Having bad weather and high winds. In Austin, you're having 55-mile-per-hour winds? Mike, someone said one died, but I haven't been able to confirm that right now. But they just reported moments ago one in critical condition, two are in serious condition. The rest are they're in okay condition. So that's that. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else happening at the moment. I may do another presser here shortly. Oh, there's a lot of tornado watches right now, I guess. Again, the property is 61 years old. It was built in 1963. So it's fairly old, to say the least. Here's a photo of I showed you what it looked like normally, and it just blew out all kinds of windows. This is one of the front entrances, but it blew this literally out into the street. Thank you, Adrian. Appreciate it, dear. We'll go back to that live feed. Nothing in Austin. Good. Yes, it was the Surfside. Yes, that was really sad, Grandma. That one was really sad. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it very much. Where is real bad weather alert in Alabama? We're in a real. Oh, you are? We have snow. So no tornadoes, thankfully, just snow. Trying to see what else. I haven't seen any live footage. I'm sure some footage will come out of when it first happened, probably with some surveillance camera on the street or something, but there is, bear with me, I may have another feed here. I'm already on Fox News. For 1 second.
I'd be shocked.
Bear with me, y'all. Okay. We're going to get trying to get another feed out. I'm going to go ahead and we'll look inside the building while we wait for that. We recently had second horrific hailstorm. Almost everyone had to get new roofs or car. Oh man. I was in a hailstorm one time and I had to, like, everyone had to pull over and I braced because I thought for sure my glass was going to break. It was the hardest hail I had ever seen in my life.
You got out there still?
Yeah.
You say yeah?
Yes.
Here.
Downtown Fort Worth explosion.
I've got the one pulled up and the other one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Seems like a more luxury hotel. It's definitely not the Super 8 by any means. The rates run about $160 a night. Not horrible.
Witnesses. Okay.
Nurse Sandy, thank you so much for covering this. Just moved to Texas. Oh, thank you, Nurse Sandy. 20 months. You're an OG. OG. Thank you so much. It's always cold in Canada. Indian cookie. Well, except summertime, it's not. I love Canada. Thank you so much. Here, so this is the Sandman Signature Hotel. You know, 160, 160. Okay, hold on. We're gonna talk to someone live. 1 second.
I'm in California.
You're from California. You're here on business?
I'm here on business for 2 days.
And not what you expected at all.
No,
Mike Vanka. Mike Vanka. V as in Victor. ANCA. So, what kind of hotel is it?
Oh, it's a very nice hotel.
Okay.
Downtown, it's about 500 feet from my office. That's why I'm staying there.
And you were on what floor?
My room was on the 14th.
And then you were in your room when this happened?
I was next door at the building where my office is.
Okay. And were you told anything at all?
No, it's in California, so it felt like an earthquake, but it was very violent.
It felt like an earthquake?
Oh, yeah, it was a very violent explosion.
So glad you're okay.
Yeah.
What kind of work do you do?
Artificial intelligence. Company called Smart Action.
Okay. But your work had nothing to do with what was going on at the hotel.
Oh, no.
construction. Okay.
I have an office next door. I just stay in the hotel because it's convenient to my offices.
Okay. So it must not have been very crowded at the hotel.
No, there weren't that many people in the hotel itself. Even the breakfast is only like 3 or 4, so it's not a heavily traveled.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to go find out what I'm going to do for a hotel room tonight because I doubt if I'm going to get in.
Ah, that is a good question. Do you have just a minute? Okay, we're gonna just ask you a question or something.
Remember, I was not in the hotel when it happened.
Okay.
500 feet away.
Okay. Where in California?
Southern California.
Southern. Okay. This was your first or second day?
First, yesterday. I got here yesterday.
Okay.
First day.
And they take it off the damn feed. I guess they'll probably go back there in just a second. That guy was staying there from California. He said he worked in artificial intelligence, and it was his second day there. Maybe there's a new press conference coming up. I'm not sure. That's the way it works, Crystal. You'll never have to snow. You'll never have to shovel snow again. You move to Florida, you got to shovel snow. Right? I'm just kidding. I went on a cruise. What was it? And
Inside the hotel at the time, but what can you tell me about what's happened?
I was at the Fort Worth Club, which is an office that I have, and 7th floor, and the building just shook like someone slapped the side of it with your hand. So it was very loud and very violent explosion.
And now you said you were next door. You're here because for your business, and you've stayed at this hotel before.
I have not. This is just a nice place, and it's very close to my offices. So.
And you said the hotel was not busy. There were not people, very many people.
It was, and it's a really nice hotel inside. I was very, very happy with it. But yeah, it was very astonishing to feel that and then find out it's a hotel I'm staying in.
Now you're in a bit of a conundrum, trying to find out what's next for you.
You know, I'm just happy that hopefully not too many people got hurt, and the ones that did are going to make it. So, for me, to find another room is okay, but more important about make sure people are okay and it keeps going.
Definitely.
I can sleep in my car.
Well, Mike Vanka, thank you so much. I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for stopping to talk to us. All right. Well, that is the account of someone who says that he was staying at the hotel. He was next door when that explosion happened about 3:30. Said he felt it. It felt like a violent shaking, almost like what he should know. He's from Southern California, what an earthquake feels like. But we did talk with some others who also gave us their account of what they witnessed.
Not sure what caused it yet, FGTV. They were doing some renovations in the kitchen. However, a couple years ago, they were having problems like on the same block or in the same area as the hotel. So it could be something from the construction. It could be aging infrastructure, a bad, gas line, or just something else. We just simply don't know. I wonder what the temperature is.
Well, back live here, there is still quite a significant number of emergency responders that are still at this scene. You can see just a lot of flashing lights. We're about a block and a half away from that explosion scene at the Sandman Hotel, a hotel that, as you heard from one gentleman who says he was staying there, it was not a very busy hotel, but he definitely says he was staying there. He's in town for business. Some others, according to authorities, there were some injuries. We have heard 11 injuries thus far. And for now, there's not a sense of franticness, but definitely still the response in the aftermath of this explosion going on right now. Clarice, back to you. We do not smell gas where we are. And I talked to a couple of folks who came they were walking from that direction or closer to where the blast occurred. And they said, one gentleman said he describes what smelled like burning paint. But I asked him specifically, did he smell gas or was there a smell of gas? And he said no. And again, we do not smell it here. We do know that Atmos has been on the scene and has cut gas. But as for what may have been the case a bit earlier, I guess we still need to hear more details and find out. Definitely. And it's we're hearing 11 injuries. Again, we don't know the extent of those injuries. What we see from those images look like it was a devastating blast or explosion. And as you heard from the gentleman who said he was next door, just like a violent shaking that occurred when it happened. So we are just really hoping for the best, listening out for more details, and just trying to get as much information as we can. Clarice. Copy text.
So we just
Okay.
know it was a gas explosion. It could have been a lot worse, in my opinion, because I mean, it doesn't appear like nothing caught on fire, right? Like, obviously there was fire in the initial explosion, but it doesn't appear that there was, you know, the building caught on fire, which would have been a whole other situation.
She's saying, can we do it at 5:40, which is 5 minutes?
No worries, Canadian cooking.
A live close shot is what she's saying. Let me see if
Yeah, 11 injured, 1 critical, 2 serious, and the rest are relatively minor. Firefighters are clearing the room. The press conference just moments ago, they said that you could smell gas in the area. However, the lady, the anchor that was just there, he said you could smell gas from where they were standing at the time. Looking, see if there's any
call a mass casualty incident, meaning we've got multiple patients. We have the ambulance down here. We've got our MCI trailers down here just to make sure that we can take care of, depending on how many patients we do have at this time. I'm being told we've got 11 patients that have been transported to local hospitals at this point in time. The incident itself has went to a second alarm. And we do have Arlington backing up here in downtown just for an added resource if need be.
Situation right now after the explosion at the Sandman Hotel in Fort Worth. The reunification site for people who need to know about relatives or get more information about family members who may be in the area. The reunification site is at Sundance Square, which is just a few blocks away. We're going to continue to follow this breaking news in downtown Fort Worth, bring you more information as soon as we get it. Turning to weather, very rainy at times, stormy. A beautiful sunset right now after that earlier weather. Big issue, however, moving in.
All right, so we see that. Storms moving in, looks like the Texas area. As dark approaches, it's already dark here on the East Coast, heading central. Yes. I love your screen name, FBI Collect SUV. Yeah, it appears that there's going to be like lots of.
Man, this wind is brutal, right?
Yeah.
Was that a? I thought that was another explosion.
Did you hear that car jump that curb when you were doing a lap shot?
About an hour and a half ago.
It's like, what is he doing?
Who is he talking to?
Oh, turn it on.
Yes,
I think it's off. I think it's off, Dion.
That came in earlier. Is that lighting? No, that's lighting. No, that's. I think it was like a bike or something.
Okay, and it'll be a generic toss to my sound, just something like we spoke with some just a short time ago about what they saw, or something like that. Okay.
Hey, hold that mic up for me for a second, just right there. Okay, got it. Thanks.
They're about ready to do another feed. Okay. Everything should be good then. I see you. It's okay. Thank you.
What did you hear?
Oh, nobody can get in there tonight. The gas is still on. They're still trying to shut it off.
The gas is still on. They're still trying to shut it off.
Find a hotel somewhere and replace things.
I see.
But it's cold. My warm clothes are up there.
Well, Mike, you have a rental car?
What?
A rental car?
Yeah.
So you'll get some. Okay.
But anyway, well, thank you.
Okay.
Good luck and hang in there.
Can I have your number to check with you, maybe?
Oh, it's 949.
Oh God.
Again?
949.
What 09?
949.
949
278.
278
5497.
417
5497.
97.
That'd be me.
Okay. Well, I'll check with you tomorrow and make sure you're okay.
But thank you for checking.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
See ya.
Take care.
So he can't get in, right?
Don't call.
Probably got his luggage in there.
They still have the gas on. Now about 50,000 people do, you mean? It is currently 32 degrees in Dallas, Fort Worth. That's really cold. That's extremely cold right now.
Am I just staying on you?
No, or move.
Do some zooming.
What would you say Sundance Square? About a mile from here?
Huh?
Sundance Square about a mile from here?
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah. I don't know. It's right around the corner. Yeah. Several blocks away. That's why. Yeah, I guess I have.
Almost near Dallas. She said
Hey.
cold weather, but
What's your anchor's name?
yeah, Dallas is close to Oklahoma, so it's in the northern part of Texas.
Okay.
If you get in more central and obviously southern Texas, Texas is huge. It is freaking huge. I have family in San Antonio. I was happy to be out there. Okay, so no new press conference, maybe. '57 in Gainesville. It's 36 here. I got to visit Texas border and was so excited. My dad said, "You're still about 10 hours from me." So, when I was, I don't know, I was still in my late teens. I was 18, maybe. I drove to Texas and it was 19 and a half hours, but 10 hours of it was Texas. Um, and I think 7 hours was freaking Tennessee, 5 hours in Tennessee. It was crazy. Yes, once you're in Texas, other than Alaska, Texas is, you know, the biggest, the biggest in the lower, you know, 48. Look at that anchor. She's shaking. Watch her. She's jumping. She's on the bunny hop. Okay. They said the gas is still on and they are working to turn it off.
Sake of how wide we all are, do you think we could move this back a little bit? I'm cool with that. Okay with everybody? What's your hesitation? It's set.
Close
Okay.
runs blew my mind, yeah.
Bet. I mean, you want to come in? Yeah. I mean, any ideas? I'm just throwing ideas out there.
You know, Texans, they hate the summer, actually. The summer's what? Yeah. My mother-in-law, I'll go to her room and I'm like, it's about 2 degrees from hell in this here room because it's so hot. One person allegedly missing. God, I hope not. Really, really hope not. I think they're waiting to do a press conference. Everyone within a 2 mile radius smells gas. They smelled gas prior, hence them evacuating and building prior to the explosion. So apparently they did an evacuation because they were smelling gas, allegedly before. Let's see here. Change my banner here.
All right, bye.
Okay, there we go. Jess, there was a explosion in downtown Fort Worth at a hotel named the Sandman Signature, Fort Worth downtown, and very serious explosion. 11 injured total, 1 critical, 2 serious, 8 are not in serious condition. But they all were taken to the hospital, and we're just waiting for a police or not a police. We're just waiting for an update as anything is going on at the moment. They've asked people to avoid downtown if possible. One of the guys that was staying there, apparently there's like a restaurant next door of some sort, and he was next door when it happened. Um, It happened at 3:32 Central Standard Time. So we're working on 2 hours now. Andrew said this is something not related to the gas incident. I just wanted to let people know what I'm about to say. No update on Allie. She is still not awake, obviously. I'm trying to ask her if she's still in the vent. So Allie is the one that, hey V, good to see you. Allie is the one who was Candace's friend in the Summer Wells case. If you remember that. H's mom, yeah. She's not expected to make it. Yes, she has 2 grandkids coming. H is at the hospital. True is at the hospital. H's grandmother is at the hospital. I don't know where Grand Bunny is. Allie is only in her 30s, y'all. She's only in her 30s. That's really bad. All right, here we go. Update is coming shortly. They said if she would make it off the vent, that she may not be ever the same. We're praying for a miracle and praying that she is going to be fine. She's only in her 30s. I'm so sorry, Connie. Yes, I'm so sorry. RSV is so bad this time of year. Yeah, that's what Candace had. Supposedly. They said it was pneumonia. So sorry, Connie. Should be doing a press conference any moment. You know, that'll make if something does happen to Allie, God forbid it doesn't, but then, you know, Jose and then Leslie. It's like, my God. No, the flu shot doesn't cover RSV, I don't believe. I think they do have an RSV vaccination though. Hey, Cotton Candy. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Thank you so much. Welcome. We're just kind of waiting here for a press conference right now. I just wanted to bring this to you guys. And then after this press conference, we'll head out. But I wanted to wait for this next press conference. As we know, FARQ, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Now, welcome FARQ to the family. I like that name. Do you have Andrew's number, or do you know if anyone sent food to H at the hospital? So I do have Andrew's number. I sent money to Hunter. I know Smiley and several others have sent money as well. But the amount I gave him, it's money to feeding alone. Rhonda Adams, welcome to the family, my dear. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Lucifer's mom. Thank you so much. That's that's your name. Lucifer's mom. I'm guessing Lucifer is your cat, right? Uh, Amanda. So Allie is on life support. She had pneumonia that was untreated. She wasn't apparently keeping on top of it, and her oxygen. Obviously, the whole point of pneumonia is your oxygen declines. You're not, and she passed out, and she also hit her head, and she. They said her brain was without oxygen for as many as 8 minutes, and they put her on a ventilator so it would give her brain time to catch up, get some rest, hopefully. Um, but they said she may have as little as 72 hours to live. Um, Probably what they're saying is the first 72 hours is the most critical, and if she gets through that, then still not guaranteed. Um, it's just crazy lately, just craziness. Yeah, it's very sad. Absolutely wonderful. Love Texas. My family lives in Texas. I have a couple exes in Texas too. That song, "All My Exes Live in Texas." Oh, JD, we're gonna make 2024 good. Starting out with a little struggle, we'll get there. We'll get there. Come on. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Hey, Katie. Speaking, this fan's gonna give me pneumonia. I need to turn it off. I need to get it off of me. I'm usually burning up. But right now I'm not. Your brother lives in Austin. I love Austin. I love San
Mic check
Antonio.
1 2, Jordan. Good. Okay.
Linda, promise me you start. Linda, why do you keep saying that? What are you trying to say to me? Sure has. Oh, thank you, Roxy. I'll be on my other channel. That's more my style. On my other channel, we do skincare, hair care, all of
First off,
that.
I want to apologize. I told everybody that we were going to do every 15-minute increments, and we pushed it here till 6 o'clock. So thank you for your understanding with that. I am going to do a really quick, brief recap of what we started out with, and then go into what information we have received since then. So again, this afternoon at 3:32, we had gotten dispatched here in downtown to a structure fire at the address of 810 Houston Street here in downtown Fort Worth at the Sandman Hotel. Uh, when companies started arriving on scene, they switched that call type to multiple calls of an actual explosion that had taken place. Um, at that point in time, we switched gears a little bit from looking at it from a fire standpoint, and how many, life safety is our number one. That's our priority anytime we roll up on a scene like this. So we did have to switch gears a little bit from a fire to an explosion. Now there was live fire that was in the building that has been extinguished since then. I apologize for this. The wind's kind of got my pages blowing around. It did go to a second alarm And what that did was allow us to bring in more resources to help with the patient care and stuff that we needed, the fire, to make sure that we were doing a search of the entire building, and to put the fire out. We did have the ambulance, which comes and they can take multiple people to the hospital at one time. We had our MCI, our mass casualty trailer that came, that offers a lot more resources and equipment for us to be able to do our jobs. The calls came in. We had initial calls that people were trapped in the basement. We did extract several people from the basement that weren't able to get out on their own at that point in time. We have since then started doing our secondary all clear. We have found another patient that was in the building. Now, earlier when I talked to you guys, I said that there was one person that was not accounted for. That person was found, but since then we have found that we had another patient that was trapped there in the building. Again, Arlington has cooperated with us as they always do and staged some of their apparatus here to help us with our call volume. And we do have that Family Assistance Center that's located at Lot 15 at Sundance Square parking lot, 205th Street. So what that Family Assistance Center does is it goes back, if you're looking for loved ones, if I know we're having an issue right now because of the amount of people that are down here with cell phone service, if you have a loved one that you cannot get in touch with, you can go to the location at Lot 15 at the Sundance Square parking lot, 205th Street, and we've got resources that are there to help you come in contact with your loved ones if you have not been able to make contact with them since this incident started. This is still a very active scene. Based on our characteristics of the explosion at this time, we have been working in collaboration with the ATF, the FBI, with our arson and bomb division as well. And so, again, we have not made 100% determination, but we wanted to make it clear that this was some type of gas explosion. And we're still working on the details of that to figure out what all caused that at this point in time. The hotel was operational. We do know that there was some reconstruction and stuff that was going on. There were 26 rooms that were occupied. So like I said, we did get, or people were either checked into the rooms and had gotten out on their own, or we did go in there and do some rescues on some patients, to make sure that we could get them to the proper immediate emergency care. The patient count as we speak is 20. At this point in time, we do not have any casualties. We don't have any deceased that we're aware of at this time after all the search and stuff that we've done. So I want to bring an emphasis to that. I can open it up for questions at this time.
Sir, do you think that the reconstruction might have had, could you explain a little bit about what that work was and if it might have had anything to do with the explosion?
Well, so the question is, as far as the reconstruction goes, is that what may have caused the event that happened today? I don't know the details on the reconstruction itself. I don't know if it was, the hotel was operational. And so I guess basically I can't answer that question specifically for you.
So the number of injured has gone from 11, our last update, to now at least 20.
We've got 20 total. There were 19 that were treated here on scene and or transported to local hospitals. And we do have one patient that has walked into the hospital on their own from here on scene to get treatment at the hospital.
There's still only one critical.
I'll let Matt Zabasky with MedStar talk about that.
So the total patient count from this particular incident currently remains at 20. 19 of them were treated on the scene. Of those 19, 1 was in critical condition, 4 were in serious condition but not life-threatening. The rest had minor injuries. So far, 14 patients have been transported to local hospitals. 1 patient did actually self-transport to JPS with minor injuries. So a total of 21 patients total injured from this event so far that we know of.
Now, are these people who were in the building? Were they walking on the sidewalk? Were they driving? Do you have any idea where people were when they were injured?
They were, we don't know where they were when they were injured. They could have been outside, they could have been inside. So we're not sure.
You said you were able to find the person missing, right?
I'm going to let Craig answer that, but yes.
And And that one will be the 14 that were taken. Does that include the person who walked in, or is it 15 total?
No,
at
it'd
the
be
hospital?
15. We transported 14 to the hospital using 12 ambulances and our ambulance.
Can you tell us which hospitals?
All of them.
All area.
Yes, we triage them we rotate them to make sure that no one hospital is going to be inundated with patients.
We saw a woman being treated outside of the hotel. Was that the patient that was missing or the person that was missing?
Don't know.
Someone was found when you did the second sweep. You mentioned that where they.
Yes, ma'am. So when we do our preliminary search, it's a real get in quick. At that point in time, we weren't really sure. They were talking about the stability and stuff of the structure itself. So when we do our primary search, it's a real get in there fast, as quick as you can, kind of room by room type thing, just like we do in house fires and other incidents. It has hazardous materials for going into a structure. Then once we kind of get a little bit of headway on the incident, it allows us to go back in a second time and take a little bit more time to do a more detailed and thorough search, just to make sure we can go room by room, looking through all the different places. Some instances, like on this one, there was some smoke that was involved. So that secondary happens after everything's kind of cleared out a little bit, and we've got a better visual standpoint to go in and really feel that we've done a lot better of a job outside of the second time.
So just so I'm clear here, is it 20 or 21 patients?
It was 20 total. 19 were from here on scene. No, I'm sorry. So
this is a very fluid situation. We're getting updates as we go. So there were 21 patients total that reported injuries from this particular incident. We all treated 20 on scene. One left the scene, went to JPS on their own.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm glad we got you the right answer to that question.
Can you tell us more information about for those who are trying to find their loved ones? Can you give that address one more time, please?
So that address, we call it the Family Assistance Center. Sometimes it's known as the Reunification Center, just to be clear with all the different terminologies and stuff that goes on. That is actually like I said, it's at parking lot 15. At the Sundance Square parking lot. The address is 200 5th Street. 200 5th Street. So again, like I said, if you've got loved ones or family members that you have not been able to come in contact with since this incident happened, you can go down to that location and they will be able to help you get in touch with those family members. Like I said, I do know we have, just from the amount of people that are down here right now, we have been having some some cell phone issues, not being able to get out or in and things of that nature.
Sir, is there anything you can say about like how often gas lines might be inspected and if there's been any issues at this hotel or in this area?
So all I can say on that is I do know Atmos is on scene. The fire department is not over gas inspections and things like that, so you would have to contact Atmos to get that information.
Greg, any issues with access that you guys are trying to clear the building? I understand from talking to one of the people who was inside and stairwells have been destroyed. I mean, so that makes it a bit difficult to exit. How about you guys just getting in to be able to clear them?
Yeah, so I know some of the places when they were making their way down into, like I said, we had reports of people that were trapped down in the basement, and because of the explosion that took place, some of those access areas were either covered up or didn't feel safe at that point for people to get down to get into those areas to make sure that we were able to get everybody out. So that did play into the tactical standpoint of this operation. It was just safety for our people to make sure we could go down there and safely bring out whoever we could find without causing more of an issue than what we already had.
Is there a chance residents who have cars inside the evacuation zone may not be able to leave tonight?
I'll let PD talk about that.
I don't know what the question was. Is there a chance residents with vehicles inside the evacuation zone won't be able to leave tonight?
The plan right now, as far as the perimeter that's been set up, is after we talk with some of the experts that are reviewing the structural integrity of the building, if we're able to collapse the perimeter somewhat to open up some more areas, that would give people access to vehicles and the businesses in the area. Obviously, we won't be doing that until it is safe to do so, but the last thing we want to do is inconvenience anyone who needs a vehicle to get home. So we'll work with everyone we can to make sure we allow access to areas as it's safe so they can access their vehicles as quickly as possible. Yes, sir.
Have you been able to determine anything about the structural integrity of the building yet?
We do have property management on scene, and they are looking into that as we speak. We're still, like I said, trying to make sure and clear the building to make sure that we've got everybody out at this point in time. So I'm not even sure yet if they've been able to get in until we've kind of went in and did everything that we needed to do from a life safety standpoint to make sure everybody has gotten out.
So right now, is it accurate to say everyone's accounted for?
I would not say as of yet. Like I said, we have had the primary search, but we're still going through right now, going room to room to make sure we do the secondary search, just so we can say without a doubt that we have gotten everybody out and there's nobody else left inside.
Building's 104 years old, kind of a historic structure here in town. What does this mean to see this kind of event happen?
Well, you don't skip to that first. You want to make sure people are safe. Really special thanks to our first responders, other jurisdictions that have stepped in to help our Fort Worth Fire Department and Police Department to get to this place. But of course, it's a beautiful building that was just recently renovated and opened, and so we'll work with the ownership of that building as quickly as possible, as soon as it's structurally sound enough to do so. But it's heartbreaking for downtown Fort Worth, of course, and at this point, well, our hearts and prayers are with the victims at area hospitals. So.
Were you here at City Hall when the explosion happened?
Yeah, I was actually at our new building, at the new Pier 1 building. So, but this building was pretty quickly evacuated, as was the federal building and others in the surrounding area.
And did you hear it?
I did not hear it, but our staff that was here at City Hall definitely did. Most of them kind of described it as an earthquake sound. Yeah.
All right, again, thanks for everybody coming out. We'll probably, I would say before the 10 o'clock hour, we'll be back seeing everybody again.
Hey, Greg, can you describe the scene when you first rolled up? Can you describe what about seeing? You can't see it down the street.
Yeah, so when you pull up on the scene, I mean, it's there's a lot of destruction stuff that's going on. Not only on when you're looking at the building itself, that you can tell that there's been some windows. It looks like maybe some walls and stuff that have been blown out. Covers from whether it be gas or water that are inside the streets. The covers were blown off from the street side. So I mean, when you're looking, like I said, there was a small fire I know that they had to extinguish throughout that event. So I mean, it was chaos there for a minute when you show up and you're trying to figure out, okay, how many people are we talking about? What all resources and stuff do we need to make sure that we can, keep this as small as possible, make sure we're on our end, we're keeping the resources and everything coming in to make sure that we have them there on site instead of calling for them later and you've got to wait, especially with as congested as downtown got with all the emergency vehicles, to make sure that we had those resources that were there on scene.
Were there also people helping other people on the street before you got there?
I can't say to that. By the time I got there, everything was already roped off and emergency personnel were doing what they do. All right, no further questions. We appreciate it. And like I said, we'll have another update before the 10 o'clock hour or thereafter 10 o'clock.
All right, guys. So there you have it. 20 is injured, 1 critical, 4 serious but stable. She doesn't know the camera's on. And the rest. Oh,
It will help. Yeah, so we'll have the package of the 9. So actually, not that big of a deal.
and the rest are in okay condition. Just needed, I guess, to get checked out. Maybe some bandages. So that is that. That is that. If anything else happens, I will let you guys know. Natural gas explosion in the Fort Worth downtown at the Sandman Signature Fort Worth Downtown Hotel. We just know it is a gas explosion. We have no other. We don't know why else, caused it other than a gas explosion. That is all we know at this point. Like I said, if anything happens, I will let you guys know. Keep Fort Worth in your prayers, along with Oh, I wanted to show something unrelated real quick before I go. Real quick. Texas Brad sent this to me.
Because of the time.
So there will not be doing. You couldn't hear him? Damn it. Hold on. Here, I'll do it like this.
At the time of the murder and the time the bodies were found, I'm not able to have an open casket for Matthew. So even that person who threw the towel knew a crime had been committed, and just by not reporting it, I'm gonna have to have a close casket for Matthew. So most definitely, I'm pushing for that third person. I want any and everyone involved in any way, shape, or form held to the highest
prosecution.
So there will not be a open casket for Matthew tomorrow. So there's that. There's that. All right, y'all. Yeah, y'all sub up if you haven't subbed up to my second channel. It's called Clutch Them Pearls. It's me over there, less formal, all of that. So join me over there if you want. We chat, hair, makeup, all the above, everything. Love you all. Appreciate you truly from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button yet, please do so. Helps get the word out. And subscribe if you haven't yet already. Would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. If anything happens on this case, I'll let you guys know. Love you all. Bye-bye.